Part 1. Episode 1. The Palace That Shone Too Bright. In the Western world, where winter glassed the streets in light, there rose Guildhollow, polished as a promise. Above it, the Argent Gilt Palace, a first-world dream built from pale stone that looked like moonbone, with arches of clear crystal, fountains that spoke in silver, and halls where chandeliers hung like frozen constellations. Gold curled along banisters like vines of sunrise, silver filigree clasped the doors in delicate claws, and marble floors held the sky in their reflection. So clean a person feared to breathe too hard, as if the palace itself demanded reverence the way mountains demand silence. The king, Alaric, walked those corridors softly. A good king, loved by bakers and teachers, by shopkeepers, sailors, children with scraped knees. He spoke mercy, like it was a language the city had almost forgotten it could understand. Yet the king's son, Esher, stood beneath all that beauty as if it offended him. He watched goodness the way wolves watch fire, not with awe, but with calculation. He laughed when kindness passed by. He mocked the poor. He bruised other children's pride with words sharp as coins in the throat. And when Alaric tried to correct him, Esher smiled like a prince in a portrait, beautiful, bright, and utterly hollow behind the eyes. That night, the palace glittered with peace. But the king, alone in his gold-lit chamber, felt the future move like a shadow under a door. Cliffhanger. Even diamonds tremble when a heart decides to rot. Esher grew taller, and his hatred grew with him. Not the hot hatred of anger, but the cold hatred of contempt. He hated the way his father greeted the city by name, hated how bread was given to those who lacked it, hated the laughter of children who trusted the world. Every good act seemed to insult him, as if mercy was a crown Alaric wore that Esher could not steal by force. Whispers began, small as dust. The prince is different. But the palace kept shining. Gold is excellent at pretending. One day, beneath a ceiling painted with angels and starlight, Esher approached the throne, not with reverence, but entitlement. "Step down," he said, voice smooth as poured wine. "The crown should be mine." Alaric's eyes did not thunder. They did something worse. They saddened. "No," the king replied, gentle but immovable. "A throne is not a toy, Esher. A city is not a thing you own." Esher's smile sharpened. Beyond the palace, at the edge of Guildhollow, stood the king's great factory, the sulphur works, a cathedral of iron where furnaces breathed and sulphur flames sang its bitter hymn. Smoke rolled from its towers like dark prayer, and the night around it always looked bruised. Esher began to meet his group in hidden rooms, where candlelight licked the walls like nervous tongues, and loyalty was traded like contraband. The palace stayed beautiful. The city stayed hopeful. The prince stayed smiling. Cliffhanger. And a smile can be the first lock on a cage.